Much like family.
Why wouldn't you want to live here too? Come home to Ascension Living.
Owning a home is a whole lot of fun until you have a problem and then you think, I'm not liking this so much anymore. This is Patrick Hook. He is back on the show with us from HEP, and he's going to talk today about their plumbing side of the business and how they are there 24/7 so that when the emergency happens, we've all been there. HEP is on the way. Good to see you.
Hey, good to see you again.
So let's talk about that. I mean, anything from your pipes burst and you don't have any hot water, your water heater goes bad, anything.
Right.
When you have a plumbing need, it's an emergency.
It is. You know, that's the one thing that plumbing never really takes a day off. And that's, you know, anytime you have to call a plumber, you're not having a good day.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things of kind of being mindful about when's the best time to call a plumber, you know, when's the best time to call us and get us out there to just kind of look at things. And I mean, if it gives you peace of mind, then that's the most important thing.
That peace of mind part of it will begin there.
Yes.
Y'all have this loyalty program. That's what it's intended to do, give expert eyes having a chance to look at the plumbing in your house every year.
Yes,
right?
it is. Yeah, so we'll get out there in the spring and winter. We'll take a look at everything. I mean, we do a whole preventative maintenance thing. We'll look at everything from your bathrooms, your crawl space, inside, outside, everything you need us to look at, we'll go over for you.
I would think that would be so beneficial because this has happened to me before where it seems like everything comes in threes.
It does.
And I go back in time, I can think of when we had like I don't know, the garbage disposal went bad, and then the next week something else went bad, and you think, gee whiz, why couldn't we have caught it all at once? That's kind of what these inspections do.
And it does, and there's a lot of times if you've called us out because, say, your kitchen faucet has a small leak, there's things that you don't think about you might want to change or look at until we get on site. So that's where the what we call our PMIs, the preventative maintenance, really helps, because there's times when we're on site where you've got a bathroom, this one, or you got a toilet here that you want to take a look at. And there's a lot of times we're able to find things, before it gets worse.
So what do you do? Like, what are some telltale signs that maybe you have a problem, but you're not noticing it in the hardware of your plumbing yet?
I mean, there's some things that you definitely want to look out for, that come up to get us on the phone and bring us out to your house. If you've got a gas water heater and you start smelling gas around the water heater, that's a big one. If your drains are not clogging as quickly as they should, or they're having problems draining down, that's a big one, because that could lead to a lot of bigger problems. Small leaks, even the smallest leak can lead to a big money problem.
Does your water bill indicate that there may be a problem?
Yeah. It always does, yeah, and that's a lot of the calls we get during the weeks is their water bill has spiked.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that a kind of easy thing to check on your own if you wanted to have it?
It is.
Turn that water off at the street?
Yeah, I mean, a toilet's constantly running will spike your water bill up too, and sometimes it's an easy fix of just taking care of that right then and there.
Spring is going to be here. You and I were talking off camera, the pretty weather we're having, we're going to get cold again, which I guess before I go to the springtime, the weather fluctuations are an issue.
It is, especially with plumbing. It really is. I mean, we especially in Tennessee weather, you get a week of warmer, and then the next week is going to be really cold.
Yeah.
This is a prime time to get us out to your house and just to give you that peace of mind before we get into the spring, summer, that kind of thing. And the smallest problem could turn into the biggest problem, but at the end of the day, though, I mean, you own a home, it's a huge investment in your life.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is have to worry about the problem when it's, erupted.
If you are looking to replace some of the plumbing, let's say that you come out, you're the loyalty program, you notice that there are some kind of extensive problems that perhaps you should address. Is there a type of pipe that you're recommending now?
We go with PEX.
What is that?
So PEX is basically, it's really good as far as in cold weather. It's not going to crack on you. It's got a 30-year warranty on it with the manufacturer. A lot of the homes in Tennessee, Chattanooga area have galvanized piping in their houses. So obviously when we go in a house, we've got galvanized. That's something we really try to urge the customer to get away from. PEX is something that is going to last you 25 to 30 years. That'll give you a big peace of mind.
Okay, springtime planting is around the corner. People are excited about that, I included.
Yes.
But you better be careful if you're digging a deep hole.
You need to, yeah. That's one of those things where we've been called out to a lot of customers' homes where they've, busted a sewer line, busted a water line, and that's one of those things where you can always call us out to your house and take a look at things, make sure that you're aware of where it is, and we can kind of mark it for you as well.
And I guess too, if you've purchased a house where you inherit some nice landscaping.
Right.
But if it was planted too close to the home, can't those roots grow under and cause some problems?
Roots are a big issue for homeowners, especially with that goes. I mean, roots have a really bad way of kind of getting themselves wrapped around and involved with a lot of the underground pipes.
So if that's the case, I mean, is that something that y'all could even take a look at for
Oh,
people?
absolutely. Yeah. We can run cameras. We can look out there. And, roots, I mean, tree lines, things like that. Obviously, if you bought a home, you want to make sure that you don't have issues down the road. So, I
Yeah.
mean, we can get out there and look at everything and make
So
sure you're good.
even if you're in the process of buying a home, y'all could come out and take a look at the home before they sign to make sure there's nothing that, quote, lies beneath?
We do and we have. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, here's how you can reach them. You make it seem so easy. Everything I ask you, it's just, oh yeah, absolutely. But for those of us who don't know, it's not so easy. HEPisontheway.com, their phone number 520-7771. You know the yellow vans that you see around town and cars that you see around town. That's who they are, HEP. Thanks, Patrick.
You're welcome.
This is Jack's Country, where the fish aren't the only ones biting.